Hi, I'm Sal, a bench joiner from Nottingham.
Thanks for sharing your time with me this morning. I know you're
That's
probably
all right.
very busy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it. Tell me a little bit about how you got into your trade specifically, because it's not just typical joinery, is it?
No, so I've always grew up in the family business, working alongside my dad and sweeping the workshop, and doing like little bits in school holidays. And when I wasn't at school, I was helping him, even if it's just tidying his office or stuff like that.
Okay.
And I left school at the start of lockdown, and because of the COVID pandemic and everything.
Yep.
And then I went straight into working with him. I just wanted to do it, and started helping him just like every so often. And then when the restrictions started to lift, I then got an apprenticeship,
Ah,
and then went to college one day a week to do the course and everything. So that's basically how it all started. And then I've been doing it. I think it's coming up 5 years now since I've
oh,
started,
wow.
because obviously the pandemic was about 5 years now. So
Yeah, goodness, doesn't time fly?
yeah, it goes fast.
So, like we've just touched on, your specific trade isn't your everyday joinery. Can you tell me what a typical day looks like for you and what you work on?
Yeah, so basically I manufacture things. So we produce and make everything all ourselves. So a lot of things you can buy in nowadays and it's like already manufactured, but it's like done all on a machine and computerized and everything. But we do it all by hand. So
Wow.
we're stood on a machine pushing it through and pushing the timbers through and stuff. So it's all like handwork and handmade. So like we specialize in drive gates.
Okay.
And we put in the description that they're all handmade because we, take the time to make them all by scratch and stuff. So it's not just standard like knocking a bit of wood together and stuff. But yeah,
Wicked. So there's a lot of precision then in your trade. With it being very precise and handmade, what sort of tools do you need? Say if somebody wanted to start up themselves, what would be the basic set of tools that someone would need to do your kind of role?
you would need a good set of hand tools like chisels and planes and stuff like that, like old school hand tools.
Yeah.
But you will need, if you want to do a lot of manufacturing stuff, you will need like the basic machinery. So you need like a mortiser and a planer and just the standard little bits to get you started. And then you can build up over time to get the like bigger machines like CNCs and stuff like that.
Okay. So effectively you'd end up really needing a sizable workshop then.
Yeah, you'll need a workspace, like you can start off in a garage, but you'll need like it will get to a point where you're like running out of room and you need more room and stuff. So we've been doing that, like getting bigger and bigger, and then we're downsizing now, and then we're getting bigger, and yeah, it's like a circle.
I've seen on a couple of your stories where you're having to mend the is it the extraction duct?
That's annoying. That is. It's more tape than pipe now. It's got to that point.
Well, it looks like it's been put through the ringer anyway. It's used a lot.
Yeah, it's used very like every day it must be used. So
Well,
every day there's a new hole as well. So yeah,
I guess you got to keep the workshop tidy, though, haven't you?
yeah.
Definitely.
So
So, what aspects of your trade do you enjoy the most?
I like seeing a job go from start to finish, especially if you fit in the job as well. So like with the gates, it will come in a pack of timber, so like long lengths of timber, and then we've got to plane it up and make the gates out of it. And then when we go and fit it, and they're like in front of the customer's house or whatever, that's like a big thing because it's like you've seen the whole process of it going through. So yeah, I like to see things like that. And then when they send pictures when they've been painted, that's like yeah,
Ah,
that's good.
awesome. Where do you tend to source your materials from? Are they all local or?
We used to use a local timber merchants that got taken over by Jewsons,
Okay.
but now they've closed down. So the one in Nottingham is no longer there. So we have to order it in from Sheffield, I think it is.
Okay.
And there's one in Sheffield that we use, and we have to order packs in now. So we can't just go and pick up for a job. Like before, we could drive over and pick up so much timber for what we needed for that job, and then bring it back.
Yep.
Now we've got to order it in packs because obviously it's got to be delivered in and stuff. So
So it's
that's
worth the travel
yeah,
and basically buying
yeah,
bulks then. Yeah.
yeah. And then you've got to think about like how long it's going to take for it to arrive and their delivery times and all that. So you've got to work all that in now. So
All the logistics.
yeah, yeah.
So how do you find working with your dad then? Is it just your dad in the family business?
Yeah. So my mum does some of the office side at home, and then me and my dad are in the office, and we just do all the manufacturing and stuff together.
Okay.
We've had people working with us before, and my cousin used to work with us, but it's come down to just me and my dad now, and we're just getting on each other's nerves all the time. But we get on, but it's sometimes it's tough, but it's good.
Good.
It's good to like have a person there who you know and you can work well with. So
Definitely knows your ins and outs
yeah,
and like your
yeah,
patterns of how you work and stuff. I bet it's
yeah,
nice
yeah,
to have that support. Definitely.
yeah. It's good. It's good to have someone like to like fall back on if you need them and stuff. So
Yeah. How
yeah.
long's your dad been in the trade? Whilst we're on the
Oh,
subject.
a long time. He's in his sixties now. So yeah, he's been doing it since he was younger. My granddad was a bench joiner,
Oh
and
wow!
I think I'm the fourth generation. I think my great granddad was as well.
Wow.
And he started off doing boat building and stuff, because he's from Kent, so he used to
Okay.
do boat building and stuff like that. And then he's just got different things in line and stuff. And now we mainly do drive gates, but we do doors and windows and we do all sorts really. But
Okay. And are
yeah,
you busy?
yeah,
Yeah.
with it's been quiet and then it's been busy and then it goes quiet again. But there's always people want stuff like manufacturing and stuff. It's never going to be like the end of anything because everyone's always going to want something made like that. So
Yep.
yeah.
That's it. And do people come to you for kind of outside the box creations and just asking like off a whim? Would you create this for me?
Yeah, we do have again on the gates we have some people that come with designs that they want certain like designs in the gates. Like I think my dad's done initials in gates and stuff like that before, and because we have set like gates that we do, but if they want a design, we can make it to their like design that they have. But we do get people come in with like I had a guy the other year with a bench seat, like a seat of a bench,
Okay.
and it was from a sports arena that he used to go and watch a sport at, and he wanted it making into a bench for him to use. So I had to like make the seat into the bench and stuff. So that was like an experience that I had because he was over the moon with it, but it was like he brought it in. He's like, "Can you make a bench?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course."
Wow, that
But
sounds good. Yeah,
yeah. It's sometimes days are like different like that, and you just get, but you just want to like do everything really and try and make everyone happy and stuff. So
definitely.
yeah.
Cool. So you told me, or I've seen rather, prior to today, that you were creating a bit of an office. Is that part of like an expansion, or is it just to make your lives
Yeah,
easier?
so well we've not had an office in the workshop we're in at the minute, and it seems to be we just have a shelf with all the paperwork on, and it's like it's full of dust and stuff, and you're looking for pieces of paper, and you're like I just can't find anything. So we've built an office because my dad's friend has moved into our workshop as well, so because he's a guy on his own, so he's like we're sharing the workshop and stuff. So we've basically got an office to share, and it's going to be better for us. We can go in there and be on the phone and stuff because at the minute you have to go outside to be on the phone because you can't hear anything with the machines on and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's we've got to have somewhere really, but it's just been a long time coming. But it's still in the process of building, but we're getting there.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
So I've also seen that you've got a link with a brand. Is it Fisher?
yeah. So I did a podcast with Fisher. I recorded that in November last year, and then that got released earlier this year. But that was just a out of the blue thing. They were just looking for somebody to come on, and I just put myself forward. That was like a jump out the comfort zone thing.
Yep.
But yeah, so I just put myself forward, and then I drove. I think it was Staffordshire.
Okay.
Might be wrong. I think it was Staffordshire. So I drove down there into like a studio,
Nice.
and recorded that. But
Okay.
yeah,
And have you got sort of a link with that brand now afterwards, or?
yeah. They gave a load of like workwear and some tools and stuff, so I can like tag them in social posts and stuff like that. So it like produces more stuff for them and that. So
Cool.
yeah,
I saw you. International Women's Day was a big one for you as well, was it not?
yeah.
Tell
There's
me
been
about
so
that.
much like this year. So we have like a chat on Instagram with a load of girl traders in and stuff.
Yep.
And they put on there about B&Q were doing a like thing for women in trades, and they wanted people to go for like put themselves forward, and you had to travel down to Southampton
Oh, wow.
and do like a photo shoot and stuff for them. But it was strange because we had to be in like normal clothes, but you had to have a tool with you to like represent your trade, new and everything. So when we was going there, we like didn't know what to expect and stuff. But it was a good experience, and got to meet other female trades as well. And it's they're going to make a big thing out of it. And there was little kids involved as well. So there's like younger people in younger generation and stuff. So it was good to get everyone together and make a big thing out of it. So
Yeah.
I think they're just going to keep releasing things over time. It's not just like for the Women's Day. It's like
Okay.
it's going to be over time as well. So
Well, that's good, because
yeah,
I've seen certain people on socials mention kind of how they're not kind of keen on the hype of a singular day to celebrate women. So it's good to know that such a big brand like B&Q are going to be continually supporting instead of just doing that singular day.
yeah. So they're going to like put it in their stores, and we have to sign like a consent thing to say, can it go like internationally as well? So
Wow.
showing it all over and stuff. So that was quite good to know that it's going to be out there and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I bet it was really nice to talk to all the other women as well, wasn't it?
There were some people in on like social media platforms, and then some didn't do that. So it was good to like get to know different people and how they got around doing work and stuff. So there was like a few from different trades. It was on a 2-day thing, so there was half of us went on the Saturday and half went on the Sunday. So I didn't get to meet all the people, but they like got to put it all together as if it was all there together. So
Awesome.
it was quite good how they did that and that. So.
Yeah, with that big picture with you all sat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
like
pretty
it was
cool.
half was the Saturday and then half was the Sunday, and just put it together. So
Okay,
yeah.
clever. Do you use your socials much? Do you find that it's a big part of your business, of your family
Um,
business?
it started to as I've grown, because to start with, I only had about 100 followers, and I didn't think I was just going to do it as my portfolio for college, and like showing my work and stuff. And I didn't think I'd get like anywhere, and now it's like starting to grow and grow, and I'm like, oh, and like companies are coming out everywhere wanting me to like show their stuff and that. So I've had quite a few this year that have got in touch and said they want me to be like an ambassador and stuff. So
Wow,
and it's trying to remember, and I've got to get the time to film the content and stuff. So
that's
it's quite
it.
hard to juggle it sometimes.
Yeah.
But there's quite a few jobs that come in from it as well. So on my TikTok, I've shown a load of my gates on a like video,
Yeah.
and I had a few people come forward like, oh, where can I order these from? Can I get in touch? And I'm like giving it all out and stuff. So
Awesome.
I've had a few people around Nottingham who have saw it, and I've got some jobs through, and I've done some jobs for them now. So
That's
it
great.
has brought jobs in, which is good. So I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
Yay.
But
It's crazy how
yeah,
useful it can be from all angles. There's so much opportunity from it, isn't there?
yeah. You can get anything. Like if you just put your mind to it, you can just
That's it.
do anything.
And then it's about finding the time to commit to it,
Yeah,
isn't it? That's half the
yeah.
battle.
Yeah, so a lot of the time, like I've not get a chance to film if I'm like rushing a job or something. But if I've got a bit of time, I'll just set the camera up and just show. Or if I've got like a top tip, I tend to do that a lot, like straightening timber or how to do something. Because I get so many people ask me questions, and it's like it's easier to just show a video than try and explain it over like messaging and stuff. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Well, it's nice that you've
but
you've kind of figured out that easier option that works for you, but also gives the answers and the results that the other people
yeah,
are looking for.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So some people do come forward. So there's like a couple of girls who wanted to get into like bench joinery and stuff. So
Okay.
they have like come forward about how to get into the college courses, and they don't want to be the only girl on the course and all that. So
Yeah.
and I can relate to that because I was the only girl on my course, and it wasn't the best. There was only about 6 or 7 of us in the class, but they said that was going to be the last class for apprenticeships. They wasn't going to offer it anymore in Nottingham. So I'm not entirely sure why it's gone like that. I suppose it's just dying down or whatever. So nobody wants to do it.
That's such a shame, because all these specific, like, precision hands-on trades, like old school, so to speak, it's so sad to see or hear that they might be dying out. because
Yeah.
it's an art, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, to do my final exam, the practical one, I had to travel to Leeds to do that
Did you?
because they didn't offer it in the college where I was at in Nottingham. And I think the site, if you did site, I think you have to go to Stoke-on-Trent for that as well. So
Oh wow.
it's just, yeah, it's not very, it's sort of like nobody wants to do it, nobody wants to get into it, but once you're in it, it's quite good and it's a good skill to have like under your belt and stuff. So
Definitely.
yeah,
It's like people say, if you've got a trade, it's always something you can fall back on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's always something good to have.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Can you kind of think of I like to know sort of their most challenging jobs that they've done, or one that they're
Yeah.
maybe most proud of.
I did I did do a big front door for a big place in the centre of Nottingham. It was like right in the centre. And as you can like park there, and as you walk into like Nottingham town centre, you have to walk past it, and you have to walk by like, yeah, I made that door.
Ah,
But it was quite a big door, and it had all mouldings and stuff on. So that I think that was like one of the big first jobs I did, like where it was like on my own, and I didn't
okay.
have any really help from it. It was just like I just cracked it out. And then I went to fitted it as well, so that was another thing. But yeah, that's probably one of my most proudest jobs that I've done because it's like there, and I could just walk past them like, yeah, that's it.
Brilliant.
But
I love that.
yeah,
It's like I'll have to figure out where that is. You'll have to tell
yeah,
me off camera.
yeah, yeah,
um, it's
yeah,
like when a builder or even myself as a decorator, you drive past the house and it's like, oh yeah, I worked on that one. I worked on that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
You
My
can't
dad
help
does
it.
that so much. Yeah.
So that was your favourite one, the one you're most proud of. Can you think of a challenging one that?
Jobs that are like windows where they've got to have, if they're for a listed building and they've got to have the specific mouldings and you've got to have everything like for like and it's got to be exact, I think that's the most challenging thing because they've got to be right. And if you've got building control or, like the council coming out to see it, it's just, you've got to make sure they're right, otherwise they'll just turn it down and you've got to start again. So it's got to like, and we've got we've got a box about this big and it's just full of cutters to put on the machines to make mouldings.
Okay.
So it's like finding the right mouldings and getting it right and so many try pieces and stuff. So I say that's like the most challenging when you've got to do stuff for listed buildings and stuff like that.
Okay. And do you do much work on listed buildings?
Yeah, we've recently done a full window renovation for a property in Calverton in Nottingham.
Wow.
And I think it was an old factory of some sort, and they were turning it into two flats. So they wanted all the windows replacing, but because it was listed, they had to be like all wooden windows and they had to be the same. So we ended up taking them out and then like measuring them and then making it to put back in and stuff like that. So it was quite good, and we was all on it, so we was all like working together to get it done because there was so many of them in there. It was quite a big place, but yeah, we got it all done. So
Awesome. It sounds like a lot of process, like check in and
yeah,
say how they measure twice, cut once, so to speak.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you've got to dry fix it together, and then if it don't go together correctly, then you've got to take it apart.
Oh,
And it's so many times of putting it together and taking it apart that you've got to do in the process. But if you get there in the end, it's all worth it in the end.
that's the main thing. That is the main thing.
Yeah.
So I like to do a bit of a quick fire round as well. So just to
Yeah.
touch a bit more about you as a person. It's just totally random, bit of fun.
Okay.
So
Right. Okay.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Driver or passenger?
A driver.
Yeah. Don't really like
Yeah.
being a passenger then.
Yeah, I prefer to drive myself somewhere.
I'm the same.
Always in my van.
Yeah, definitely. Hand tools or power tools?
Oh. Um, I'd say, I'd say hand tools because you can do a lot with hand tools. That's quite hard actually. No, yeah, I'd say hand tools because if you've got to think about your batteries being charged and stuff and somewhere for electric. So your hand tools you can always use. So yeah, I'm going with hand tools.
Gotcha. Awesome. Tea or coffee?
Yeah. I'd say tea, but I'm not really a tea or coffee
You're
drinker,
not?
but we'll go with tea. No, I don't, I'm more of a water and hot chocolate person, but
Fair enough.
yeah, we'll say tea because it's all right.
All right. Fair play.
Yeah.
A sunshine holiday or a cold holiday?
Oh, sunshine all the way. Yeah.
It's kind of a
I hate
no-brainer.
the winter. Yeah, I hate the winter. Sunshine is just, yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Have you got any holidays booked yourself this year?
Yeah, so I'm going away in the middle of June. Going to Mallorca with my friend because we both turned 21 at the
Ah,
start of June, end of May, start of June. So we're going to both go away. So I've got something to look forward to have a week off in the sun.
lovely. Yeah, you've got to
Yeah,
have something to look forward to for sure.
yeah, yeah. You've got to make sure these things are booked.
Definitely book them in ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause
yeah,
I got to a point this year where I was booking into September and I'm like, I haven't got any time off.
yeah, yeah. It's like you need that. You just need a week where you can just like no work.
Absolutely.
Turn the work phone off. That's it.
That's it. That's another struggle, isn't it? With being self-employed, you've got to remember to factor in time
Yeah.
for yourself, haven't you?
I find it quite hard to be fair, like having time off. I always like never have the time off and I'm supposed to and stuff, but I tend to leave the weekends free
Yeah.
for like doing things that I only work the occasional Saturday if I need to, but
Okay.
it's the weekends are like my time to go and do other stuff, no work. Leave that for the week. But
I
yeah.
agree. So, hanging doors or hanging gates?
Oh, hanging gates because I know that now. That's done. I do hanging doors, but there's still fire doors and stuff are quite difficult to do with the special, and you've got like overhead closers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They can be quite tricky. So we're going to say gates because that's my speciality.
There we go. Yeah, I thought you'd say
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Cats or dogs?
Cats. I'm not
Oh.
really a dog person. No. I know. Yeah. Cats.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Takeaway or a meal out?
I say takeaway. I do love a good takeaway every so often. So
Yeah. What's your
yeah,
preference?
a Chinese. I like a Chinese,
Yeah.
but I like a pizza as well. So a pizza's like my thing. But
Nice.
yeah,
And last but not least, football or rugby?
football. I play football, so it's got to be football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wicked. Did you watch any at the weekend?
Yeah, I watched the Forest match
Yeah.
at Wembley yesterday, but
Yeah.
we lost.
Yeah, we won't talk about that result.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll just leave that.
yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
If you could be another trade, what would it be and why?
That's quite difficult. I quite like watching plasterers plaster. I find it really satisfying, but it's really messy. Like, I get covered in sawdust all the time. Like I'll come in with sawdust all over my socks and stuff, but I don't know if I could do with the plaster and all that in your hair and stuff like that. But I did do a tiny bit of plastering. That was it's like only a circle about this big. I was like, oh, I'm proud of that. But yeah, I've watched the plasterer who we sometimes get on jobs, and I find it satisfying how they like put it on and stuff. So
Yeah, and smooth it out.
yeah,
Yeah. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, I've got a question that I've not actually asked anybody else yet.
Yeah.
So, who do you think I should have on the show next, or what trade do you think I should have on the show next?
Oh, that's maybe an electrician or someone that sort of trade because they like there's a lot of complicated. Well, it looks complicated. I don't know, but
yeah,
with all the wires and stuff, they might have a good story about things like that. But, yeah, maybe an electrician. I'm going to say.
Cool. All right, I'll get my finger out then and see who I can find.
Yeah, yeah. See if you can find anyone.
Brilliant. Okay, so where can people find you on your socials? What's your handles?
So, the Bench Joiner's Daughter on Instagram. I have got a Facebook page up and running as well. So, the Bench Joiner's Daughter on Facebook, and then I'm on TikTok as well. So, just search the Bench Joiner's Daughter. You'll find me.
There we go.
You'll find my little gates and stuff. So, yeah.
Awesome. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure that your handles and your links and everything are at the bottom of the show notes so everyone can find you anyway.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, thanks so much for your time, Sal. It's been cool.
That's all right. Yeah, it's been good. Thank you for giving me the opportunity for doing this. But
no, you're welcome.
Yeah.
We'll maybe get you on again later down the road.
Yeah,
See how
maybe.
you're going.
Yeah.
Wicked. All right. Well, have a great day. I hope you get to enjoy some of the sunshine because it's glorious
I know.
outside,
I've
isn't it?
got the shorts out now. The shorts are out.
I know. That's it. Once they're
That's
out, that's
it.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Brilliant. Well, I
Cool.
hope to speak to you again soon.
Lovely. Thank you.
Hey, don't go yet. I just want to say a quick thank you for listening to this episode. And if you want to hear more from awesome tradeswomen, don't forget to drop me a like or a follow so you don't miss out on future episodes. See you next time on Life of a Female Tradie.